Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 4th, I believe. I wanted to come on here real quick just to talk about an experience I had this past weekend that just made me think about me and myself as like the things that kind of stress me out a little bit. So let's just get right into it, okay? Obviously, if you read the title, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this past weekend, as you guys know, was that, I'm sorry, my dog is being a brat, and he always does this as soon as I start talking. So this past weekend was that Mayweather versus Manny boxing match. And prior to the match, my husband has been telling me for like a month already. Like ever since it was announced, oh, I want to watch it. Are we going to go watch it? Are we going to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch it? And I was like, yes, I guess we're going to find somewhere to watch it, right? So he ended up telling me about a week before the actual match that his friend from work, well, from like one of his first jobs when he first came out here to California, that he invited him to watch it at his house. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, we'll do that. Then, so that was the plan, right? Then after about 2 days before the match, he reminded me again. He's like, okay, we're gonna go over there. He already sent me the address. It's, you know, he lives here now. We're just gonna go and buy something and take it, and we're barbecuing, blah, blah, blah. He has friends from his job coming over, and yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, cool. Then it started to hit me. Like I started low-key going into stress mode, thinking, what am I gonna wear? How am I gonna do my hair? How am I gonna do my makeup? You know, what is it gonna be like? Are they gonna like me? Are they gonna befriend me? Are they gonna like what's gonna go on? Like just a million questions started running through my mind, and I started freaking out. So okay, so the day before I feel like my stress levels went up a bit, and then the day of I was like freaking out, trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear, going through my closet like crazy, changed like 3-4 different times. I don't like this, I need to change that. What am I gonna wear? What is my husband gonna wear? Like, am I gonna match what he's wearing? Do we not do the matchy thing? Like, just a million questions, right? My hair looks so flat, y'all, but I'll work with it. It is what it is. So okay, so that's that. Then what happened? So after I finally picked my outfit and I did my makeup and my husband came home, he hopped in the shower and we were getting ready. Like he was finishing getting ready and I was completely done. Now I'm just sitting there thinking, oh my God, it's getting closer. You know, what are his friends gonna think? And it just, okay. It made me feel so uncomfortable, and I had so many different thoughts running through my mind that I kept thinking to myself, okay, what are they gonna say about me? Are they gonna like me? Are they gonna like, and I know I shouldn't think like this, but I'm being completely honest with you guys, and I'm just, you know, being real with you guys. These are actual thoughts that ran through my mind. Oh, they're gonna see me walking with him and they're gonna be like, wow, he's with the fat girl. Oh, or damn, she's fat, or whatever, you know. I just felt like I was gonna be judged as soon as I walked in. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that being a big girl, being a fat girl, you stand out. It's not like you blend in with the crowd. So 80% of the time, chances are that when you walk into somewhere, somebody is, I'm not saying everybody, but somebody is gonna think something about you. Whether it's positive or negative, it's still gonna happen. And there's a difference between somebody just thinking it and then them actually going all out and saying it to you. The chances of that are slim to none, of them actually coming out and being rude to you face to face. I can almost guarantee you that won't happen unless it's like an altercation type of situation. But yeah, so I felt like I kept thinking like all these things these people are gonna think about me, and then if it's and then not only that, but then I kept thinking, what if it's like a small house, and then like I'm just gonna take up all kinds of space, like where am I gonna sit, like, you know, it's just, I felt so silly talking, like saying it now, but this is legit what I was thinking then and there, before we actually left to the house. And I just kept like running these different scenarios through my mind, and I was just freaking out. So my husband ended up getting ready. We're getting ready to go, and we stopped, get something to drink, and then head over there. And I remember pulling up to the house. We're like parking. Ooh, I hope I don't knock things down. We pull up and we park on the outside, and his friend is like on the porch barbecuing, and you can kind of see like over the porch. So my husband gets out. My husband like talks to everybody, right? So like he's like, hey man, what's up, how you been, I haven't seen you in forever. He's talking to him through like over the thing, and my husband still had to get the beer out from the back. So I'm still sitting in the car, and my husband's like, get out. And I'm like, okay. I'm doing it. So I remember like reaching, like, you know, being a woman, you carry a lot of crap in your purse. So I remember like putting stuff in my purse slowly, and then like reaching for my water, and then like trying to zip up my purse, and my husband's like all talking and like whatever. And then my husband's friend comes out, and he like comes out to the front door, and I'm still like fidgeting like halfway out the car, and I close the door behind me, and then my husband comes up to him, he's like, hey man, blah blah blah, you know, how you been, yada yada yada. And I'm just kind of like standing there like, oh God, hi. I'm just like, I feel like I'm turning red at this point, and I feel so uncomfortable and stressed. And so my husband, like, they ended up talking for like a couple seconds, and then he's like, oh, and this is my wife Marlena, and he introduces me, and he shakes my hand, and he's like, oh yeah, you guys come inside, and blah blah blah. My husband's friend was like, oh, nice to finally meet you, come inside. And then, so we went inside, and like when I was talking to, he was kind of like shaking my hand, and we were kind of like low-key conversating. I kind of like glimpsed inside the house, and I could see people sitting down. Like as soon as I walked in, excuse me, I feel like my throat is like messing up, y'all. Excuse me. So I like low-key see a lot of people sitting on the couch. And I'm like at this point my anxiety is just a little bit more than it was previous. So we walk in, and my husband's friends was like, hey, this is Ro, and Ro, like she shook them hand, and then my husband's like, and this is my wife Marlena. So my husband like right away introduces me, and then the ladies shake my hand, and you know, we just talk, hey, hi, nice to meet you. And then they introduced me to more people and more people. So it ended up being about a total of 7 of us all together, I think, more or less. So you walk in, and the ladies are really, really nice. They're really friendly, like, oh, hey, hi, nice to meet you, finally. Do you want something to drink? Do you want something to eat? You know, just being really friendly. And we just ended up sitting there, and she's like, oh yeah, have a seat. You know, they're really, really friendly people. And that just eased my anxiety. Like all my anxiety after that just disappeared. But it kind of now makes me realize how I feel about the whole meeting new people thing. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I feel like, maybe you don't see it this way, but I feel like us as plus size women, or as fat women, or big girls, whatever you want to call us, I feel like we have to, maybe it's just a mental thing, but I feel like well, for me personally, let me speak for myself before I go and include everybody else in. You know, if you feel this way, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. But I feel like for me, I always have to updress myself. I have to go above and beyond to look pretty to society, to look not necessarily desirable, but to look appropriate for society to accept me as a beautiful woman. I feel like I always have to do extra. I can't just go outside in sweats and a t-shirt and my hair up in a bun, because I'm then considered the fat slob that doesn't do anything with herself. So I feel like it's kind of like that whole double standards for men and women. I feel like there is also a double standards when it comes to skinny women and fat women. I feel like if like I said, if I go outside in sweats, a t-shirt, and my hair up in a bun with no makeup on, I'm considered a fat slob. If a skinny woman was to go outside in her, you know, sweats, a t-shirt, and a bun, then she's like the cutest thing ever. And it's just kind of like, that's just the truth of it. That's just the way it is. That's just the way I feel about it. That's the way I see things. I'm always compared to the skinny woman, and I feel like I always have to do more and go above and beyond what the average woman would do to be able to look presentable to people and for people to accept me for me. But that's just kind of, I wanted to talk about that in a whole different video, because I can go on and on and on about that. But anyways, back to the whole insecurities about the fight night. So after everything was said and done, and everything was pretty much into the whole boxing thing, and it was finally over, we finished, we went out, like, we ended up coming home, and I just felt so, like, I guess you can say dumb to some extent, because I felt like I stressed myself out, and I like focused so much on what I was wearing and what I was looking like, that I was completely up here when it comes to like dressing myself and overdressing, being overdressed compared to everybody else. Everybody else just went in like shorts, tank tops, they had like their hair up in a bun, some of them didn't have no makeup on. So it's just like, I just went above and beyond because I was so insecure with just being myself and accepting and loving myself, that I had to focus on what I can, you know, make myself look like, how I can improve the way I look. I didn't want people to think negative of me and people to judge who I was based on what I was wearing. So I felt like I had to have my outfit on point and my makeup on point and my hair on point. I felt like I had to do a lot of extra that I really shouldn't have. It just made me realize that, you know, we as in fat girls are just as important and just as beautiful as the skinny girls, whether or not we have makeup. Sorry about that, my camera cut off. Like I was saying, I don't really know where it cut off, but the point of this video is to let you guys know that I guess what I'm saying is 95% of the time people are going to judge you. That is the reality of it. That's just the gist of it. They are gonna judge you, but like 99% of the time people are not gonna come up to you and tell you to your face, girl, you're fat, girl, that skirt is ugly on you, or girl, your makeup does not look cute today. Like they're not gonna do that. That's just not what really happens. And I know there's people that like to troll and, you know, like to do things, I feel like my camera's a little bit skipping, sorry, that do like to do that type of stuff, but the chances are of them actually coming up to you and being rude to you face to face are very slim to none. So remember that next time you guys are getting ready to go out. I know that's something that I'm always like thinking about, and I feel like the reasons why I felt so silly about this whole situation was because I feel like I'm on this journey to become fearless, and by being fearless, I need to accept myself for who I am. So sorry about that. Cars are just like driving by, like I don't understand. But anywho, yeah, so I'm on this journey to become fearless, and I feel like being fearless is more than just saying, oh, I'm fearless, baby. No, it's acting it, is showing it, is feeling it. So that's one of the things that I really want to work on, is being fearless, being more comfortable in my own skin, loving my body for what it is, and accepting my body for what it is. I think what I learned from this situation is that people are gonna, you know, not everybody is so vain that are just gonna automatically judge you out loud, at least to your face, about something they don't like. So love yourself, be who you are. Do not stress about meeting new people. And I know as big people or big girls, it's one of the things that we usually do because it is hard. I feel like we have to do extra to get people to like us, but realize that you're beautiful whether or not people accept you. You're beautiful whether or not people like you. And chances are, if they're friends with your husband, they're going to be friends with you, and they're going to like you just as well. I ended up having an amazing time. The fight was really, you know, interesting or whatnot. For the most part, I enjoyed myself. So yeah, just remember you're beautiful. Just remember that, you know, everything happens for a reason, and, you know, you are who you are. And there is nothing you can do, nothing you can wear to change who you are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit all over the place, like most of my videos are. And I promise with time, I'm going to get better at this whole, you know, talking to you guys and organizing my thoughts a little bit better. But for now, I just hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.